guys, Clark the Geek here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, I'm going to start a kind of series, hopefully, where I give you my best and worst episodes of each Doctor from Doctor Who. So, every Doctor Who fan usually gets asked, what's your favourite story? What's your least favourite story? What are your favourite stories from this Doctor? What's your least favourite stories from that Doctor? You know, stories like that. So, I want to try and do that, because I want to, I'm going to share with you my kind of opinions on Doctor Who. And I'm not going to do it in order. I'm not going to start with William Hartnell. And, I'm just going to start with the 7th Doctor because, I don't know. Were you sure, Car? Anyway, we're going to be doing, today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 3 Sylvester McCoy 7th Doctor stories. It'll be in order, so the third is the worst, going from worst to best, kind of. So, let's just get started. Number 3, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. So, The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. First of all, the title pretty much sums up Doctor Who, which is pretty cool. But also, on the topic of it summing up Doctor Who very well, it's also kind of a metaphor for Doctor Who in the late 80s, because basically it's about a circus, which is kind of run down. No one really cares about it anymore, and it's been corrupted by, evil goings on behind the scenes. That is pretty much exactly how Doctor Who was in the late 80s. People didn't really care about Doctor Who back then. There's like a fan in this story, one of the characters, who's basically representing the Doctor Who fan base. How it's like he's the one fan that's still left. No one cares about it. It's been corrupted by behind the scenes. It's really cleverly written when you get into it and you look at it like that. And if you just ignore the fact that it's a little bit silly sometimes, you can really appreciate the story. Also, this story has some really good side characters. Obviously, I mentioned the fan. There's a space hippie who is quite funny. And even if they're not very developed characters, you still remember them because they've got certain quirks about them, which make them memorable. And there's also the character Mags, which is a werewolf who I showed when I put the picture up, and she's a brilliant character. And honestly, one of my favourite side characters in Doctor Who. The one that I showed on the picture. Yeah, really, really good, and probably one of the most underrated Doctor stories ever. So, Survival. The last ever story of classic Doctor Who. And what a way to go out. I mean, this mostly has it all. Now, this story includes the Master, the Doctor's arch nemesis. I'm sure you know who the Master is by now. And him and Sylvester McCoy's interactions is honestly amazing. And the bit in part 3 at the end, when they're on the cheetah planet and they're all fighting and it's going to explode, and it's really, really good stuff, honestly. Ace's character as well, really well done. There's a lot of really good build-up in the first part of the story. And, it's quite mysterious, in a way. And the ending speech, when it's Sylvester McCoy's there are worlds out there where the sky is burning. I'll leave a link to it, if I can. But that speech is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And this story is just incredible. 9 out of 10. Number 1, Remembrance of the Daleks. What else was I going to put? Honestly, Remembrance of the Daleks honestly has nothing wrong with it. It's pretty much flawless. I didn't even edit that in, that was just live. I mean, a Dalek Civil War. Genius! The special weapons Dalek, which is this guy here. The bit where he blows up them 2 Daleks. And it's just, he doesn't speak, he just turns around, boom, just them 2 Daleks blow up. It's just awesome. There's some really good Dalek action, and for its time, people of 1988, it must have been just mind-blowing for them, the stuff that they did. It's also the first time you see a Dalek fly, which is great now, because then no one can actually take the mick out of them. Haha. And there's also quite a few references, because it is the 25th anniversary story, technically. There's a lot of references. They go back to where Doctor Who began in 1963. Really good characters. Davros is in it. Ace beats up Daleks with a baseball bat. You can't get more cooler than that, honestly. And also, another thing, people are like, oh, Doctor Who's overly political now. Politics is bad. this story can be quite political. It does tackle racism in a subtle way. Because obviously the Daleks of war, you know, the renegade Daleks, the grey, these Daleks here, the grey and black ones, they're like, they want to be pure Daleks, and then the white and gold ones, the Imperial Daleks, have like mutations to them, so that's why it's a bit of racism almost towards the Daleks, and that is how you do politics in Doctor Who, honestly. So for that reason, and many more, that's why I think Remembrance of the Daleks is a perfect story, and my favourite 7th Doctor story. So those are my top 3 7th Doctor stories. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it, obviously. And this is Clack of the Geek, signing out. Ta-da!